What's up, everybody? It's me, Jeff, the SP Spaz, and it is day 2 of 3 of my 3 days in a row diet day experiment, whatever you want to call it. And it's actually quite warm today, 70 degrees at the moment on a Tuesday morning. Anyway, I'm going to try not to waste as much time at the beginning of the video as I did yesterday. Get straight to the facts. So what I did yesterday, in the morning, had coffee, my Starbucks blonde roast cold brew coffee, heated up in the microwave with nut pods, pumpkin spice creamer, and I think what's the other thing with calories I added to it? Now I can't remember. Organic cacao powder. See, it's morning. I'm not a morning person. I do not function well. Brain, memory stuff. Anyway, so yeah, the combination of those two, probably in the 40 calorie range, maybe less than that, but we're gonna estimate high and say about 40 calories. Then for lunch, I was all geared up to go to Subway. And instead, I had a coworker who always tells me she can't have lunch with me because she's too busy. Suddenly, today, she actually agreed to do it. Yesterday. So, not having had any time to contemplate anything about where I would go to eat with her, I did my usual spontaneous thing of we're on the way, and I was like, oh, I wanted to try those new steak sandwiches from Arby's. And I happened to have previously checked and found out that I could get one of them. It's only around 500 calories. So I confidently ordered that at Arby's, and they were out of the state. So thankfully, Arby's has calorie counts on their menu of everything. And so after causing the girl at the counter, I'm sure, undue stress waiting for me, I found something called a Grand Turkey Club that was 480 calories, so pretty close to what I could have gotten already at Subway and not had to pay for it. But anyway, it was pretty tasty. I added a little bit of 3-pepper sauce, so we'll round up and say that was around 500 calories, and so combined with the coffee stuff, we're up to around 550 at that point. When I got home, I had the rest of the bag of vegetable chips that I had, which was probably more than a serving. They call a serving 16 chips for 150 calories. So it was probably more than that, but not a whole lot more. So somewhere between 700 and 750 at that point. And to finish, the salsa is 2 tablespoons or 10 calories. To finish that off, I added a little bit at the bottom of the bag of my son's pretzels. So again, not sure exactly. It was when you're dealing with amounts that are not exact, then the calorie counts are definitely nowhere near exact. But I'm going to just say somewhere between 800 and 850 calories for the day, probably. So, I aim for 600, so obviously I was over that. But I wasn't particularly worried about that, like I said, to begin with, because I figured doing this 3 days in a row thing, if I'm a little over, it's 3 consecutive days, so I'm still going to drop weight. And the idea is not only to drop weight, but also to set myself up to not gain a whole bunch over the Thanksgiving weekend. That's why I didn't want to do 0-calorie fast. Didn't want to put my body in complete storage mode. Wanted to still be like, I'm giving you food, I'm giving you calories, so don't go into storage on me. So after all that huge amount of food, totaling somewhere probably between 800 and 900 calories for the day, I weighed in this morning at 176.8, which is 2 pounds down from yesterday. So, of course, if I do that all 3 days of this experiment, then I would be down to 172.8 by Thursday morning. the morning of Thanksgiving. But I don't, of course, know that I will do that. It might be less than that the other days. It might be more than that. Who knows? We're going to find out. This is an experiment, like I said, because today is the real beginning of the true test. Because what I did yesterday is what I've already been doing since August, alternate day calorie restriction, basically. I mean, they call it alternate day fasting, but you're not doing a complete zero calorie fast. It's a modified fast where you eat 600 calories, or sometimes a little more than that, depending. But that's what you're aiming for. The idea is 25% of what would be your maintenance calories for a day. So it varies a little bit depending on the person and their size already and stuff. Anyway, so today is the real beginning of the test, because yesterday was a normal diet day for me anyway, in terms of that was what was scheduled. So today would ordinarily, under my system since August, would have been my feast day. So I would have been eating whatever I wanted today. Even when I did the 30-day low carb challenge, the Thomas DeLauer thing, and was following a specific meal plan, I was still eating plenty and eating actually more than what he recommended, because I was only eating the meal plan completely every other day. And the other days I was having only one meal of the plan. So on the days I was doing the feast days and the full plan, I was going to town on the foods that he recommended. So in the mornings I would have a big high-fat breakfast with bacon, sausage, macadamia nuts, and coffee with plenty of coconut cream in it. And I'm not doing that today, obviously. So, and I have been, even when I wasn't doing the low carb challenge, I've been eating whatever I wanted to. If I felt like eating breakfast, I was eating breakfast. But today I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to have coffee again with a little bit of calories in it. I'm going to shoot for, that being about the same as yesterday. I have a little more controlled snack to have when I get home later. It's a Larabar apple pie, so that's 200 calories. So the idea is, if I can keep my calories before then to around 400, then that's what I'm going for. But I don't know for sure what I'm going to have for lunch. My son has told me he wants to have lunch with me. We'll see if he's awake, and we'll see what we end up going to. But I, at this point, have gotten pretty good at figuring out what places I can have a low enough calorie meal at. So I'm hoping that I can have something tasty and somewhat filling, and yet still get those calorie counts, and we'll have a successful day number 2 and see how it goes. So I will let you know tomorrow morning how today went, and check in and how much I weigh and how it went, how I feel. Right now I feel all right. I'm not a morning person, so I never feel great in the morning. But I don't feel bad. I don't feel sick or anything. I do feel a little bit hungry, but not like overwhelmingly or anything. So I think I'm going to be able to do it today without too much problem. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. It is a work day, so you never know what's going to pop up. Tomorrow, I expect, will probably be the hardest day, but we'll see. So thanks a lot. Subscribe if you have not already. Please leave a comment down below, any questions or things you just want to tell me. Even if you want to tell me I'm nuts and whatever I'm doing is stupid and should stop now, and all that wonderful stuff. People love to give unsolicited advice. If you want to do that, that's great, because I just love the feedback. So thanks a lot, and I'll see you in the next video.